This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Not everyone is careful with your personal information, which might explain why there's a victim of identity theft every 5 seconds in the U.S. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity. If your identity is stolen, a U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year by visiting LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Start here on the diamond in Milwaukee, where Pete Alonso hit a go-ahead 3-run homer off All-Star closer Devin Williams in the 9th inning, and the Mets beat the Brewers 4-2 to win their NL Wild Card Series. With their latest thrilling comeback in the decisive Game 3 against Milwaukee, the Mets advanced to the playoffs for the first time since winning the 2015 National League pennant. They moved on to a best-of-5 division series beginning tomorrow in Philadelphia against the NL East champion Phillies. It will be the first postseason meeting between the heated division rivals. The slugger Alonso became the first major leaguer to hit a go-ahead homer when his team was trailing in the 9th inning or later of a winner-take-all postseason game. Francisco Lindor opened the inning by working an 8-pitch walk. Mark Vientos struck out. Then Brandon Nimmo singled sharply on an 0-2 pitch to put runners at the corners, which then brought up Alonso. He could become a prize free agent after the World Series, so it could have been his final plate appearance with the only professional franchise he's played for if the Mets had fallen short. Instead, he sent them on to the next round with the biggest home run of his career. New York is the first team to clinch a postseason spot and a playoff series win by winning both games after trailing in the 9th inning or later. Edwin Diaz pitched 1 2/3 innings of scoreless relief to earn the win. David Peterson, making his first relief appearance this season, worked the 9th for his first major league save. The game started out as a pitcher's duel between Myers and Quintana. Myers pitched 5 shutout innings, while Quintana held the Braves scoreless through 6. Up next for the Mets, they will head to Philadelphia for tomorrow's Game 1 of their National League Division Series against the Phillies. First pitch is scheduled for 4:08 p.m., and the Mets have yet to decide on a starter for that contest. At long last, the Yankees will finally get their postseason journey underway tomorrow with Game 1 of their American League Division Series against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch from the Bronx is set for 6:38 p.m. tomorrow night, with New York sending out their ace, then Garrett Cole. Additionally, the Tigers and Guardians will get their ALDS going earlier in the afternoon tomorrow before the nightcap sees Game 1 of the NLDS between the Padres and the Dodgers. On the NFL gridiron in Atlanta, Kirk Cousins threw for a career-high 509 yards and 4 touchdowns. The last of them a 45-yard scoring pass to Catterell Hodge in overtime that gave the Atlanta Falcons an improbable 36-30 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looking ahead to local football action this weekend, the 2-2 Jets will be across the pond in London to go against the still undefeated Minnesota Vikings. They're 4-0. Kickoff from London is scheduled for 9:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, with Minnesota entering as 2.5-point favorites. That's for your 1-3 New York Giants. They'll be visiting the 3-1 Seattle Seahawks on Sunday afternoon. Kickoff from Seattle is set for 4:25 p.m. on Sunday, with the Seahawks heading in as 6.5-point favorites there. That's your Sports Gnome, and I'm Justin Ellicott.
Oh, wait. I think you left out the headline of the weekend.
What's that?
It's Alex Pereira taking on Khalil Roundtree, UFC fight out of Salt Lake City this weekend.
Alex Pereira, I've heard of. The other guy, that's literally the first time I've ever heard that name.
You've never heard of Khalil Roundtree?
No, that's literally the first time I've ever heard that name in my entire life.
Greatest UFC fighters of all time.
Really? One of the greatest UFC fighters of all time?
Yeah.
So you're saying on the level that I know Conor McGregor's name, I should know this guy's
Well,
name?
no, he's no Conor McGregor.
Okay,
yeah.
So,
anyway,
there you go.
I can't wait for this match. In my house, that's what we'll be watching Saturday night.
And you're going to, pay the $125, $50 for the pay-per-view?
Maybe not. We'll find a way around it. As we do every time there's a UFC match that we want to pay for.
Well, good luck with that,
yeah.
All right, and the viruses that come with that on your computer.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Back to you.